It's been over 3 years since I last spoke to my ex-wife. I divorced her when I found out she was pregnant with someone else's child. That day broke something in me. For years, I lived in silence. Until last week when she called, we spoke for an hour. That conversation was the final page of a story I never wanted to write. I've been reading stories on this forum for a while now. Stories of broken trust, shattered families, and in a strange way, it made me feel less alone. At first, I never commented. I thought, what could I say? My marriage was a disaster. But after that call last week, I realized so many of us share the same scars. We met when I was 22, she was 27, finishing medical school. I was finishing my service in the military. We both worked part-time delivering pizza. We clicked instantly. After one party, we got closer. Honestly, she made the first move. When I got out of the army, I took her to a nice restaurant and proposed. I was madly in love. The first year of marriage was amazing. Our families got along, we did everything together. But things changed in the second year. I was working full-time and taking night classes to become a civil engineer. I tried to make time for romance for us, but I was exhausted. I could feel her pulling away. So I dropped school. I thought saving the marriage was more important. But it didn't change anything. I began to see her pattern. She gets bored. She moves on. I kept trying trips, gifts, conversations, but nothing worked. It was like trying to save a sinking ship with a teacup. Then came the red flags. Guarding her phone, staying out late, coldness. She avoided intimacy. She barely reacted to my touch. I knew what it meant. I just couldn't prove it. She finally confessed to an emotional connection with a coworker, swore nothing physical happened. She begged for counseling. I wanted to believe her. We tried therapy, but she hated it. After a few sessions, she stopped going. Still, I thought we were rebuilding. 6 months later, the signs came back. I confronted her. She blamed stress, age difference. She said I was immature. Then came the moment I'll never forget. I came home one day and found her sitting on our bed, crying. She said she was pregnant. For a second, I felt joy. Then reality hit. We hadn't been intimate for over 4 months. I asked, "How far along are you?" She said 8 weeks. I stood up, walked out. She ran after me, crying, saying the usual lies. It meant nothing. "I've only ever loved you." I told her I'd be back in an hour. And I meant it. I needed to cool off. If I hadn't left, who knows what might have happened. I drove to an empty parking lot and cried until I physically couldn't anymore. That hour changed me. My heart froze. When I returned home, I was a different person, cold, still. I didn't have to pretend to be strong. I had become stone. She pleaded, said we could still be a family, that the baby needed a father. I sat silent for 20 minutes while she begged. Then she asked me to say something. I told her if she wanted me to even consider staying, she had to tell me the truth. She admitted it. The affair had been going on for over a year. Same guy. Just physical, she said. She never loved him. He didn't want anything with her. Not the baby, not a relationship. He wanted her to get an abortion. She refused. She wanted to keep the baby. With me. I told her our marriage had been dead for a long time. I just hadn't realized it until now. I gave her 3 days to leave the house. She refused, cried, begged. But I felt nothing. The part of me that once loved her was gone. That night, I locked myself in the guest room. The next day, I called a lawyer. The pregnancy was enough for a fault divorce. I didn't want to drag it out, so we went with mediation. When I came home that night, she tried to be intimate. I was disgusted. We divided the assets. She kept the house. I gave it up so she could sell it and have money to raise the child. I walked away with just my Jeep, some tools, military gear, and a duffel bag of clothes. Everything she had touched felt poisoned. 13 months later, the divorce was final. I saw her twice during that year. She was heavily pregnant. I felt nothing. No hate. No love. Just empty. I moved to Florida, got a quiet government job, bought a tiny house near the Gulf, got a boat. I fish every weekend. My only true companion now is Stormy, my black lab. She's always with me. I don't trust easily anymore. I avoid people, I keep to myself. I'm 27 now, in great shape. Women show interest. But the idea of opening up? Terrifying. Then last week, she called. She somehow got my number. Said she just wanted to chat, see how I was doing, but it was more than that. She was testing the waters. She had the baby, a girl, 2 years ago. The father never showed up. Barely sends support. She's lonely, struggling. I told her, I'm sorry she's going through that, but it's not my problem. She made her choices. For all of us, I was just the one who had to leave. I asked her not to contact me again. One selfish decision destroyed 3 lives, hers, mine, and that little girl's. To anyone thinking about cheating, remember this, you might not just break a heart. You might destroy someone's entire life. After that call, something clicked. I realized I gave her too much power. I thought I had moved on, but I was still stuck. I still had our wedding ring. in a box, for no reason. 2 days ago, I took Stormy out fishing in the Gulf. I brought the ring with me, held it for a second, then dropped it into the ocean. That gold band sank. And with it, the weight on my shoulders. It was time to really let go. Last night I went on a date. For the first time in years. She's kind, funny. We met by accident, we had fun. It felt normal, free. Thank you to everyone here. Your words helped more than you know. So dating again. It's weird. This girl I've been seeing, she's younger, sweet. But she hit me with something unexpected. She's into polyamory. She told me, I can't be with just one person. I'll always need more, but I'll come home to you emotionally. I thanked her for being honest. Then I told her, we're not looking for the same thing. We parted on good terms. Still, it was surreal. Is monogamy outdated? Am I just some dinosaur? 3 years since the divorce became official. I don't think about her much anymore. I don't miss her. But I'm not really happy either. I just exist. My sister came to visit. She said I've changed, that she barely recognizes me. Maybe she's right. I keep to myself. I don't date. I avoid crowds. She and her friends secretly installed dating apps on my phone. Matched me with 2 women. I deleted the apps. Lied about it. I just want people to stop worrying. I had 2 flings. One turned out to be married. That ended badly. The other fizzled out. I've changed. I used to be warm. Now I'm distant, but I still love deeply my sister, my dog. Stormy is my best friend, my fishing partner, my co-pilot in life. Social situations make me anxious. I prefer the sea. Out there, far from shore, that's where I feel okay. Started therapy. They say I might have PTSD. They suggested medication. It scared me. I'm not sure what's normal anymore. Maybe this numbness is just me now. But I'm trying. That's all I can promise. This story ends here, but stories like this are everywhere. I'll keep sharing them.